Welcome to the Job Seekers series. The series consists of three parts. One is CV writing, the second will be job hunting strategies, and the third will be how to go to a interview. So let's start the series by discussing what a CV should look like, and how one should write a CV. Well, CV is the first point of contact or first information which is available to the employer. So your CV could be either a one page or multiple pages depending on your experience and your qualification. Mostly when you are a fresh graduate, the CV consists of one page because you have to highlight your projects, your education, your skills, and references. But if you are a sort of experienced professional, it can vary. It can go up to 3 to 4, 5 pages as well. There is no correct style to write a CV, but I will discuss some styles here, and you can amend your CV or you can make your CV according to the requirement of the job. Normally, whenever I apply for a job, I always amend the CV according to their requirement. CV length I've already discussed. It can be either for a fresh graduate 1 pager or for an experienced 2 to 5 pages. Key sections include education, personal information, experience, interests, and your references. They can be in any order. Normally, people or students follow the order of education first, and then experience, and then go to interests, and so on. But a lot of people, they highlight their employment first, or students, if they have any projects, they highlight their projects first, and then education, and then go to interest and everything. There is all of those arrangements are fine. Some CVs or good CVs have a curriculum vitae at the top, or if you want to put your name there with your personal information, you can always do that as well. If you're using the headings, you should clearly mention the headings, because it will be easier for the employer to assess and to go through your CV quickly. Avoid bold headings because they are distracting. Bullet points can be an advantage. If you don't want to go to a longer description, you just want to highlight the perks or the crux of your job or your project, you can just use bullet points. And remember, be consistent with your date. If there is a gap between dates, there might be a confusion in the employer's mind that you might not be doing any job, or you might not be doing anything. Okay, there are two common formats which people follow. One is based on your skills, and one is based on your experience. Skills can be acquired over time, experience as well over time, but skill is a particular thing which you add to your personal thing. The employer's perspective is that as they have published only one advertisement, and there are millions and millions of responses to that particular advertisement, so they have limited time to process every CV. But if you use the keywords which they have used in the advertisement, it can be an advantage for your CV to be selected. On average, an employer or an HR manager has less than 30 seconds to process your CV. So if you want your CV to be the one to be picked, you need to you need to work out with the keywords and making it precise to the point. You can also use your passport size photograph on the CV, so that if the employer wants to have a look at your picture, he can do that. Personal information is optional, but I highly recommend that you put personal information, as I'm in the Pakistani context. We have name, and a national identity card number, mobile number, address, and etc. You can also put marital status if you want to. It is not required by the employer. You can ask in the interview or on a later stage. Do remember, when you are making your CV, also make a cover letter or covering letter. The reason I'm saying that is sometimes your CV can get lost or get separated from the letter. So in the covering letter, you should first of all mention from where you heard about that job, then briefly explain about yourself, that what your qualification is, what your experience is, what skills you carry, and how can you benefit the organization. So let's suppose if you had posted your cover letter and CV to a particular job, and your CV somehow got separated from the cover letter, the employer has enough information in the cover letter from where he can contact you and request for your CV. I hope you enjoyed this brief session of CV writing. I hope to provide you with more knowledge in the next part, which is job hunting strategies. So till then, take care. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel in the link below. I will provide the description. Do share this video, leave your comment, and see you in the next part.